We have 3 important points to share with you about pregnancy after loss. Key point number 1. Building a family is not as easy as you may think. Let's get started. Everyone's path to building or growing their family is different from everyone else's. Some may choose to try to conceive right away, and others may wait. You might even get 1 or 2 of the nosy friend or family members who decided they just can't wait to know when the next baby will be on the way. The truth is, there are many reasons as to why some couples may not get pregnant right away. Point number 1, they're not ready to. Physically, you may be recovering from postpartum bleeding that can take a few weeks, or whether you've had a vaginal or C-section, you just may need more time to heal. Emotionally and mentally, some mothers and their partners may not feel they are quite ready yet and decide to wait.
Point number 2, conceiving a baby can take time and multiple months of trying. Some folks make growing a family look really easy and simple, but for others it takes more time and can even take months. There are outside factors that can make trying to conceive more challenging. So busy schedules, sometimes the ovulation window can seem really slim when you have lots of other obligations to see to. Fatigue, whether it's from daily life or living with grief or both, it can be physically exhausting. And relational challenges. When there is a breakdown in communication, it can affect the level of intimacy with your partner. So arguments, miscommunications, expectations, etc. And sickness. Don't forget about that. Sometimes it comes out of left field and you can't control that. All of these things can make the ovulation window opportunity seem really small. If you miss it, you have to wait until the next cycle of ovulation that can take another month or so. It takes time. Now we're going to get to the third and final tip in just a second.
Hello, we are Jeff and Tony Braybeck, founders of Our Little Sparrows. Jeff and I hope that you are getting value out of this episode and invite you to check out our next weekly podcast where we dive into the second key point of pregnancy after loss. A new baby is not a replacement. Point number 3, infertility treatments. Some couples may start or continue seeking the help of infertility treatments. Some couples may experience what is called secondary infertility. This is usually where the couple didn't have a whole lot of trouble conceiving their first baby, but experienced difficulty conceiving their second one. Regardless of the reason, infertility treatments in and of itself can be taxing and stressful on a woman's body, and therefore on the couple. This takes time and patience, and despite all the effort put in, there are no guarantees you will even get pregnant. So it's understandable that a couple may choose to wait before restarting or discontinue infertility treatments altogether. However you decide to continue to grow your family is a personal decision between you and your spouse or partner. A path that one couple chooses will be different than what another couple will choose for themselves. Frankly, it's no one else's business, and if someone decides to overstep their boundaries and ask you when the next baby is coming, it's your choice as to whether you share that information or keep it close to yourself. If you're having trouble finding the time to be together to try and conceive, conversations with your partner may be needed so that both of you can be on the same page. Also, being in communication with your doctor can be helpful so that his or her medical perspective can help you achieve your family goals. They can also identify any conditions that may hinder your chance of conceiving again.
We hope that you found this episode helpful. We want you to know that you are not alone, that you are loved, and your baby will always be cherished. And Tony and I are here to support you in any way that we can. And if you got value out of this episode, please give us a thumbs up so others can find Our Little Sparrows YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to get updates for when we release new content every week. And if you have comments or questions, leave them below the video. We love chatting and answering those questions. If you're watching us in the replay, you can watch the next episode in our weekly podcast by clicking or tapping up above. If you click or tap down below, you can dive deeper with us in our grief series, The Pregnancy Journey, grieving from diagnosis to the loss of your baby and beyond. Thank you for joining us.